Good morning and welcome to our number corner for Thursday this week. Let's look at the date today. Today's date is April 9th, 2020. April is the month, 9 is the day, and 2020 is the year. Now you might have noticed that something is missing in my date today. Do you know what's missing? If you said a comma, you are correct. I purposefully left my comma out of my date this morning. So when you write your date today, I want to make sure that you know where that comma goes. I can't wait to see if you remember where it goes. You're also going to write the short date. So you're going to turn April 9th, 2020 into an all-numbered date. The year and the day are pretty easy, but the month might be a little tricky. Remember to use your Jack Hartman song to help you if you need to. Now let's look at April 9th, 2020 on a calendar. See if you can find the number 9. It's right here. If we go up and look at our days of the week, what day of the week is today, April 9th? If you said Thursday, you are correct. I'm going to ask you 2 more questions like I did yesterday so that we can practice understanding what tomorrow and yesterday mean. If today is Thursday, the 9th, what day will tomorrow be? If you said Friday, you're correct. If today is Thursday, what day was yesterday? If you said Wednesday, you're correct. So today is Thursday, yesterday was Wednesday, and tomorrow will be Friday. Now let's look at our calendar pieces for the month of April. Remember that our calendar pieces can be one of 4 words: length, weight, capacity, or temperature. Let's look at the pictures that we've had so far. April 1st, length. 2nd, weight. 3rd, capacity. 4th, temperature. 5th, length. 6th, weight. 7th, capacity. 8th, temperature. What do you think it's going to be today? I'd love for you to write your prediction down before we find out what our calendar piece is. Do you think it will be length, weight, capacity, or temperature? Let's see if you're correct. If you said length, nice job. Today's calendar piece is showing us length again, how long something is. The tool they're using is a ruler. That's this right here. The ruler is measuring how long this marker is. If we look at the ruler, how long is the marker? It's 5 inches. You can see that it stops at the number 5. That means our marker is 5 inches long. Now let's talk about our days in school, including our digital days. Today makes day 131. Remember that my whiteboard is much smaller here than at school, so we have to use our brains to imagine the first 100. Remember that 100 is 10 10 frames that are full. So imagine 10 10 frames that are full and put those in your brain. We'll start with 100 and then we can count by tens. 100, 110, 120, 130. Right now we have 130. We needed to add a new 10 frame for today. How many dots do we need to add today? Just one. Now we have 131. How many days of school will it be next? We'll see if you're correct on our next number corner. Now let's look at 131 on our chains. If you noticed, our chain is empty. Our last number corner, we filled our chain up and made a new set of 10. So now we need a new link chain. Since we're starting with a new link chain, what color link are we going to add today? If you said red, you're correct. We always start with red. And we're only representing the ones place of our number. 131. 1 is in the ones place, so we've put 1. Now let's see how to represent 131 a different way. Let's look at 131 on our number line. Since we made a new set of 10 in our last number corner, it's time for a new number line. As you can see, we have the number 130 from yesterday, and now we need to add 131. What color will 131 be? If you said red, you are correct. 131 should be red because the number is odd. Odd numbers are numbers that end with numbers that cannot be shared fairly between two. You cannot share fairly 1 between two people. That makes it an odd number. So we have 130, which is even, and 131, which is odd. We'll add a new number next time. Do you think the next number we add will be even or odd? We'll see if your prediction is right next number corner. Now let's look at our April graph. Remember that this month we are graphing frogs and toads. I'm going to spin my spinner to see what I land on today. Oh, I landed on another frog. So we're going to color another frog piece on our graph. Now that we're starting to get some good pieces, I have a couple of questions to ask you. How many frogs have we spun so far? 4. How many toads have we spun so far? 2. Very good. Which one has the least? If you said toad, you're correct. Which one has the most? If you said frog, nice job. Oh, sorry about that. If you said frog, nice job. All right, here's our tricky question. How many more frog pieces are there than toads? We have to compare to see how many more frogs than toads. Let's look at our first piece. That's even. Let's look at our second piece. That's even. Let's look at our third piece. Toad doesn't have a piece here. Let's look at our fourth piece. Toad doesn't have a piece there either. So how many more does frog have than toad? 2. Frog has 2 more than toad. Now let's look at using this information from our graph today to make a number sentence on our recording sheet. Our recording sheet is now blank because we filled our last one. So we're going to start with our number sentence from today. How many frogs do we have? 4. How many toads do we have? 2. Try not to use your fingers to figure out this answer. What is 4 plus 2? You might imagine what a 10 frame looks like with 4 and then 2 more. You might put 4 in your head and then count 2 more. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Nice job. We'll add more number sentences as we continue to add to our graph. Now let's look at the last part of our number corner, which is your word problem challenge. Your word problem for today says, there were 12 butterflies in the butterfly garden. 4 butterflies flew away up into the sky. How many butterflies are still left in the butterfly garden? Since this one doesn't have anything new or tricky, I'm going to let you decide this all by yourself. First, you need to decide if this is a plus or a minus problem. It might help to find some key words that give you hints. I'll read you the problem one more time. There were 12 butterflies in the butterfly garden. 4 butterflies flew away up into the sky. How many butterflies are still left in the butterfly garden? Make sure to draw a picture and write your number sentence when you solve. Good luck! And happy Thursday!